Hey everybody, Crypto Mentor 99, how you doing? As promised, I've got the CEO of PBet. I can't believe I'm interviewing him, but I want to introduce everybody to Basel Mukadden. Basel, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, John. Pleasure being with you.
Again, I appreciate your time. I was on your LinkedIn page, and you're a whole lot smarter than I am. I'll tell you that right now. Um,
We're all trying to do our best.
So, as a way of introduction, can you kind of introduce yourself
Yes,
and then maybe switch into what you want to highlight about PBET and what you want the viewers to know about it?
sure. So my name is Basel Mukadem. Actually, I'm the CEO of PLC Player Loyalty, basically a Cyprus-based company that is known for the PBET project. So what is PBET? What we do in life? Basically, PBET unifies the gaming industry. So we address offline casinos and we partner with them to give them a turnkey solution and risk-free solution to get online. So how do we do that? Is basically we have a unified gaming platform, basically a casino management system that
Mm.
manages operations inside the casino that we have added to a online gaming site, making it a single omni-channel platform. So basically, casinos are looking like, okay, how I do that? How do I get to the online? How do I get my brand to be there? Basically, we said, okay, everything is here. It's packaged. It's risk-free. When I say risk-free, it's because it's revenue sharing. So we don't charge casinos upfront
Okay.
that to pay and take the risk because we do assess the casino. We do assess the marketability of the casino and the potentiality of online gaming potentials. So we say, okay, we take the risk. We have the people that have the expertise, and we make it happen. So I would say it's a unique approach to
Yeah.
handle the conversions, as well as a unique tool, which is the first unified gaming platform.
So it's the first, so just I want everybody to know it's the first unified gaming platform or
Yeah,
gaming
according
system.
to my knowledge, it's really the first unified gaming platform, and we have did a lot of research to find, let's say, what about competition, etc. And we are very pleased to announce it's the first, and
Wow.
the first also to accept crypto payment inside casinos. So if you go to a physical casino and you want to pay in crypto, you don't have to come with your lot of bags and cash. You come with your application and you go to the cashier station, and that's it. That's all.
Well, what I've learned from being in the crypto space only 3 years, I'm still a baby, is that it's good to be the first one. Like in whatever space you're in, hey, I'm the first one with this, I'm the first one. So that's awesome. That's really important, I would say.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, in my whole life, I've been driving through innovation. I like innovation,
Yeah.
and I think the timing is very important. So now we are in the right timing. The need is there. Casinos are looking into online solution. How do we do? They are not sure. We don't have the expertise. Crypto is very good, okay, but how do I manage it? How do I do the accounting for my group of casinos in multiple countries? So I think we are really at the right time, not too early to the market and not, let's say, followers. So
Wow.
it brings us in a unique situation. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Basel. So why why do you or you and the team believe that like offline casinos kind of want to expand online? Like, you know, talk about that a little bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah, actually, it's a very good question. If we look, let's say, all around us in the retail, right, the line between offline and land-based, the barriers are really, let's say, out today. The line is getting very, very thin. I give you an example. Zara, for instance, they do have now virtual stores, right? So you can try your clothing, etc., and go buy it in your shop, right? Amazon, it's a online solution. They now have a retail shop that are physical.
Yeah.
So in every single industry, it's going really toward a merger between or a continuous experience going from the land-based to the online and so forth and so on. So the gaming space is really not, let's say, an exception to that, right? Basically, the casinos today know that players do play inside the casino for social reasons, to be able to meet friends, etc. But also they do play online. And now we have numbers like the iGaming space. We're talking about $100 billion by 2024. It's tremendous. It's continuously steady and
Yes.
augmenting, let's say, year after year. On another side, in Jersey, they've done something like that, like using the same brand for online and land-based. And it's not really unification; it's just a brand. I have a casino brand, and I'm using it for online side, right? And just by doing that, they found out that 15% of the spending of their own players augmented inside the casino.
Really?
Yeah. So let's say there is really like 72% of the players, they do play online and land-based, and the spending is also higher when you merge both because you're having really a immersive, I would say, gaming experience.
Like I said, you're smarter than I am, Basel. Let me tell you. So, next question. So, you mentioned having like a commercialized product. Could you explain like more about that and what does
Yeah.
it mean kind of for the typical user?
Sure. So when I mentioned about Genuina is a casino management system. So we have it today in 24 premises, 24 casinos in 4 different countries in Latin America. So in reality, what does a casino management system do in life? Basically, it manages everything regarding accounting,
Okay.
also the operation when it comes to, let's say, gaming machine. So it's an abstraction layer between, let's say, any machine, any gaming provider, and the system to see you as the same person with the same card and loyalty club. And we have a really advanced, I would say, bonusing and promotion system, CRM as well. So it's a kind of ERP alike, if you would like. And we add to it a loyalty club, a reward system. So the reward system today was used, let's say, in the casino to put tiers for players to give them advantages. They could go and, let's say, have free dinners, have free events. And we're giving them the opportunity to expand through the
Okay.
reward club to other partners in the hospitality sector, basically.
Wow. I'm learning a lot. That's why I love doing interviews. I love doing interviews to get to know people, but I love doing interviews because I'm the one that learns more about the projects than anybody. So thanks for that. So when I was researching some of the online gaming projects, because I love to do all of our, I've got 3 children, they're grown up, they don't live in the house, they're all married. So after dinner, I'm on the computer and I'm reading and learning. So I've seen a lot of online gaming projects issuing tokens, okay? So that's not unique in and of itself. So how does PBET kind of differentiate themselves from kind of the rest of the competition?
Agree. Yeah, absolutely. You have tons and tons of tokens coming up every day, etc. Look, to be very honest, there is a lot of, let's say, tokens that make a lot of sense. They come with innovation. And as you know, unfortunately, a lot of people are follower,
Yeah.
and some of them just copy without adding
Sure,
value,
yeah.
right? And I don't want to mention any particular case or any particular project, but there is awesome ones there in the gaming space. They did innovate in multiple areas, and some of them are just, let's say, another online gaming site.
Yeah.
What is very important to understand here is that we are not an online gaming site. We are addressing existing clients that
Right.
are the casinos offline.
Yes.
What we are searching is really to tackle the convergence between online and offline and to make that happen with the best synergetic effects possible.
Wow. Again, I'm learning. That's what I tell people, like when I do an interview, it's one thing to read the white paper, it's one thing to read the roadmap, but once you hear someone like yourself and your passion and your enthusiasm and your knowledge, you're like, oh, well, that's a whole lot better than reading a white paper for 2 hours, you know?
Absolutely. Now, videos on YouTube, I learn a lot from
Yes.
YouTube, to be honest.
Wow.
It's a source of information, incredible source of information, especially when it's people incredible like you, Josh.
Okay. So, little known fact about Crypto Mentor 99. I used to be in sales, and the product that I would sell, people would say, well, what are the benefits? Like, what are the benefits of this? So, I'm going to throw that, Basel, I'm going to throw that question back to you. What are the benefits of players that are in offline casinos?
Right. So for players in the offline casino, first of all, we're giving them the opportunity to use their own money in the casino to flip it online and offline seamlessly. So basically, they just have to transfer funds from offline to online, and this is done instantaneously. It's done without fees. You know, in the online gaming, a big hurdle is the payment, right? People go through, let's say, aggregator. They do charge you 5% on deposit, X% on withdrawal. So here we have players that are able to transfer funds seamlessly back and forth, and to cash it instantly. Let's say they want to cash out their winnings online. They send it to the cashier
Okay.
station inside the casino, and they cash it out. As simple as that. Another benefit, they have already, let's say, a given tier in the loyalty club. They have a given status. They have accumulated over time. They keep the same benefit when they come online as well. And you know what? Like the most important thing is trust in the casino, right? I see people, let's say, winning jackpots inside a physical casino. I don't see someone, let's say, doubting about, okay, I'm going to present myself to the cashier, but is the gentleman there going to pay me, or say, no, I won't pay you? I've heard it a lot when it comes to the online gaming, right? Like, would the site be able to pay me? What
Sure.
would happen? You know, so here you have the confidence of the brand itself, that you know it's a physical cashier that will hand back your money, whether you win it online or offline. So this is very important. Of course, the fact that it's blockchain, you are also getting the trust from the benefits of the decentralized ledger, right? So it's
Right.
transparency.
So, okay, wow, my head is just spinning with 10,000 more questions, but I want to keep it simple. So, could you answer the question? So, what could offline casinos achieve with the solutions that aren't otherwise accessible to them?
Right. So first of all, and the very important is first the cost to getting into the market, right? I hear, let's say, I've been in the business for 15 years now, and we hear a lot about, let's say, online solution. They come to the casino, they knock the door. Okay, in order to install your online brand, I will charge you upfront 100K. I make you a website, etc., etc. Okay, thank you. And how do I manage this website? Oh, not a problem. This is a job description for product manager and sportsbook, odds, etc. Risk management, you know, it's too complex. So what we say is, guys, you can still focus on your core competencies, and we'll handle everything regarding the online for you. Of
Wow.
course, we will work in a big synergy with the casino, because we both need to understand the player, give them the best offering. But at the end of the day, it's not, let's say, taking them out of their core business and saying, okay, now try to learn about risk management in sport books, or try to deal with a given provider to have him, let's say, on your side. So we really take care of all of that. Basically, the casino benefit from what? From a unified solution, unified payment, unified when it comes to the loyalty club. He benefits as well from a 360-degree view of the players. So being able to see what gaming activity, let's say yourself, you will do inside the casino and you will do offline, will allow the casino to give you better bonuses, or
Wow.
bonuses that are better tailored to your personality, right? And that another very important aspect is really like the reward club. Basically,
Sure.
we have been, let's say, in the industry for a while, and a lot of casino wants to partner with the hotel next door. And okay, but I have a place that have events,
Sure.
so maybe we could do something together. But you know, it's segmented because everyone has his own reward club. So what we have created, and we're currently in the pipeline doing that, is a blockchain reward club based on PBET tokens that will allow everyone in the hospitality sector, if you want, to speak the same language.
Okay. Wow. And it's important to be speaking the same language, I'm sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, when I first got into the crypto space like 3 years ago, I would hear the word use case, and I'm like, what does that mean? And then I learned about it. I'm like, okay, every project, has a use case or several use cases. So, for those people that are listening and they're like, well, hey, like, what about blockchain? Like, how does this, how does PBET, um, like interface with the blockchain? So, can you give us some
Yeah.
use case scenarios regarding the benefits of the blockchain with PBET, with your
Yeah,
project.
yeah. Simple one. Let's say we're doing a raffle. Okay, I'm online. I'm a player. I have my player ID. I play every X number of dollar I play. I get a raffle ticket, right? At the end of the event, a week or so, there is a given draw that happens, right? Okay, who tells me that the draw it's not an internal account that wins?
Oh,
Who
right.
tells me it's not yes? Of course, if you are a big, let's say, lotto managed by the government, you can have Deloitte or the big guys auditing and making sure it's true. But now what we are doing is really giving the power to the people to check. Okay, your ID is here. Here are the number of tickets that were in,
Sure.
and no need to an auditor. You can see that the tool itself was random, right? You can even see it on smart contract, so it's transparent. It gives like full aspect of let's say fairness and transparency.
I'm a little bit embarrassed now that I asked that question. It makes total sense to me now. Sure. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of use cases, like even inside the casino, you have a machine, right? So it is for a given gaming provider. Okay, perfect. So the game provider say, okay, I'll put in marketing example 1,000 a day, so you can promote my brand for X number of machines. Okay, who tells him that it has been really spent?
yeah.
So everything regarding trust, when you come with the blockchain, you allow partners to have more confidence. And example, in the reward club, we have no problems of double spending or possibility of fraud. Every transaction is real-time committed, right? So it allows to have partners that it's not really like your best friend, but you know there is cross-selling possibility, upselling possibility, and the trust comes from the technology itself.
Okay, great. All right. So I'm kind of getting a little ahead of myself here. Let's go back to the unified gaming platform. So you explained it, did a great job of it. Explain to the viewers, like, what traction has that gotten so far, and are you happy with the traction that you've gotten so far with it?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, as you know, regarding our roadmap, it just has been, let's say, finished, and we're
Yeah.
anticipating to commercialize it in the next quarter. I have very good news. We had a lot of clients interested to be the first, but we have signed actually. The article went yesterday, I think, on Bitcoinist. It was referring to an LOI with Player Palace.
I
It's a group
saw
of
that.
casinos. Yeah, yeah. So it's a group of 6 or 7 casinos in Mexico, in Monterrey. No, in Mexico in general. But the one that we have signed is in Monterrey. It's Revolucion Casino. It's one of the top casinos
Wow.
in the whole country. And so will be the agreement is done. So it's no longer an LOI. It's a firm
Wow.
commitment, and we're starting with that project next quarter.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. No, we're really happy to have closed this deal to allow us, let's say, to put into practice all the things and use case scenario we thought about, and it will allow us also to make sure, let's say, we serve very well the first
Sure.
client, and we do understand everything, let's say, regarding what we have developed and to have the practice skills behind it, and expand from that. To be honest with you, we have 3 other casinos asking to be also
I'm sure.
at the same
Yeah.
time. And we would like to at least launch the first one, and let's say to be able to make sure everything goes well, and let's say in a steady way augment our footprint with a unified gaming platform.
Wow. Yeah, sometimes I like when, there's like a crypto project or a blockchain project, and then a business or a company is interested, they jump on board, and then all their competitors, like all the other casinos, well, you didn't say this exactly, but then all the other people want to get involved, and hey, tell me about what's going on at, PBET. And you're like, you know, so that's got to be a good feeling, Basel.
Absolutely. I'm amazed that we can at least, let's say, put it in practice immediately. Of course, we have a big help because we do have, let's say, clients already in the space. We have a team that, on average, I think it would be 25 years per person in the gaming space. and we have good partners like International example for doing the sales for us, etc. So we are really lucky to be able to, let's say, put our technology immediately into use and get feedback.
Wow.
Very important.
Okay. Wow. So I've got a couple more questions. So let's talk about the token. Okay. Sometimes when people are looking at a white paper, they're looking at a project, they're looking at a roadmap, they're like, well, are there like, 10 bazillion tokens for sale, or what stage are we in the
Yeah.
IEO? Can you kind of talk about that a little bit, please?
Yeah, sure. So actually, we are at the round one of the IEO initial exchange offering. So basically, we are doing that a session with P2P currently.
Yes.
So we did our pre-sale. It went pretty successful. We had about 250K raised in the
Okay.
pre-sale, and the IEO started now. It's live currently on P2P, B2B. You have 35% discount rate. Just from a mathematical perspective, this is equivalent to 54% bonus. It's pretty generous. So we'll do that, of course, for the round one, and in total we have 108 million token for sales, which is 70% of all issued ones.
Okay.
So 70% are for the crowd sale, 30% for other, and every single token that has not been sold will be put to burn
Sure.
and prorated as well from the team members, etc.
Okay. So the last couple days, I've been on, the PBET Telegram channel and reading, and there, I think I said in the pre-interview, there's like 29,000 people on there as of today. And I've seen some questions for the admin people, and basically they wanted to know, hey, how do you guys anticipate the gain in the value of the PBET token? Because everybody, wants to jump on board, but it's like, hey, like, what are we talking about? A little bit,
Yeah,
a lot? So could you kind of talk about the uh, of the token itself?
of course, yeah, absolutely. So how do you anticipate, let's say, the gain of value? First of all, you have, let's say, some projects that have the token and a future use case. Us, we're going to commit the PBAT token will be in use immediately
Yeah,
after issuing. So basically, immediately after the IEO, we just disclosed that we have a casino interested, but also we have also online. We're going to do our PBAT payments. Now, in order to augment the demand, we have, let's say, a lot of strategic plans, but one of them, of course, would be to give to players that are settling in PBET tokens
sure.
a lot of advantages compared to the others. Also, the same when it comes to game providers. Someone do a PBET, let's say, gaming machine, gaming slot, whether in physical or online. Well, for these guys, we will give them, let's say, incentives because they are partner studios,
Sure.
right? The same when we are settling within our own ecosystem in the reward club between partners, they will be settling in PBET token. So this creates a big demand on the token
Okay.
itself. Whereas we're not issuing any more new tokens, and we're burning any unsold one, right? So this demands, and one a very important thing as well, it's part of the reward system itself, right? Because the compensation points are calculated based on the PBET token. Since we're breaking the barriers, between those partners having different reward club systems. So when merging, we are merging through the PBET token. So the PBET token will increase also in demand as well.
Okay. Wow. That's interesting. So, last question, and whenever I do an interview, I always give the person I'm interviewing, I kind of say the last word, like, because it's their project and, you know, they want to promote it. So, the last question, I guess, is kind of an open ended question. Is there anything that you want to talk about that maybe was never brought up during the interview? I didn't ask anything about you, yourself, Basel, the team, whatever. Again, as long as you want, you get the last word.
Sure. So thank you for that. So basically, yeah, the team is a good place to start with. First of all, let's say the team is very experienced in the gaming industry, very experienced in the technology, innovation.
Yeah.
It's very cohesive team. Myself and the founder, we know each other since 15 years,
Wow.
so we're very close. A lot of even technical people work with each other in the past. So there is this, let's say, make it, let's say, more easy for the team building phase, I would call it. So I'm very happy with that. Big experience, above 200 years in the gaming industry, as we said. But more important than, let's say, the skills, when I look at the project, it's very important to look into the team. Do we have the team able to execute, right? So for me, more important than that is to know what you are lacking, right?
Yeah.
So in every single stage of the project, we are always assessing.
Yeah.
And I won't be afraid to say, okay, today we need a competency that we do not have, and we go and we get the right person to do the right job. And we did this in the advisors. We had, let's say, some skill set that we needed.
Sure.
Example, when it comes to trade marketing, trade marketer, etc. We came with the right advisor to put the right teams in place. So this is very, very important. And at the end of the day, as every project, what I look at when I do assess a project is people, the people behind it,
Sure.
the product. Is there a real product? Is it a product that is anticipated to do R&D for 3 years for
Right.
commercial stage, or what stage is it at, right? Also, let's say the potential clients or the current clients. So in our case, we have already clients, etc. It's very important as well. And at the end, let's say the overall token, is it a token just to raise money? Because you have many ways of raising money, right? So is it, let's say, another way to just finance the company, or is it, let's say, something that will be used and it's something that will gain value over time? Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't recommend to anyone to invest in anything, but I would say to really be let's say, aware and informed about the project, to look at the information, whether it is interviews that we're doing today, whether it's white paper, etc., and look at the credibility of the people behind it is very important, right? In our case, I think now that we have talked about the reward club, we have a lot of demand on it, and this demand is coming especially from places around the world where they have a lot of tourists.
Sure.
Because they
Yeah, you
create
bet.
like synergies, right? So I'm very happy with that, and the starting of the blockchain part of the reward club is starting started as we speak. So very proud of that. I'm very proud of the team as well. We achieved all the milestones that we have said we're going to achieve,
Yeah.
and we're looking for the same trend for the future. And at the end, and the most important, I would like to really, really appreciate, and I'm very thankful to all the community and to all the contributors that put something into our project or just encourage us. It's not really contribution, as you know, it's not only financial. It's really like it could be, we had people that tried our online gaming site and gave us feedback, and it's valuable feedback. It brings ideas for enhancement, etc. And we do appreciate all kinds of contribution, actually. And thanks a lot to having that much interest from the community. I'm really eager to be able to achieve something, let's say, beyond that expectation. And thank you, Josh, a lot for your time and the perfect interview you've done.
Well, again, I feel like I know you a lot more now. I feel like I know the project a lot better. And what I'd like to tell people, because I mean, I guess I'm 61 years old. We kind of talked about that during the pre-interview. And anybody can read a white paper, anybody can look at a roadmap, but I try to encourage some of the crypto projects out there. Get out there, do a video like this one today, Basel, so people can hear your heart, hear your voice, see your passion. And again, thank you for coming on. And yeah, we'll definitely do this again. And there you have it, everybody. Basel Mukadem, CEO of PBET. We've gone about 30 minutes. It was an awesome interview. Join Telegram. They've got about 29,000 people as of an hour ago. And Basel, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Josh. Looking
Bye-bye.